Do my model thing. All right, got a model of travel kit. This is the travel kit. One of the things I'm most excited about is this digital jump rope. Using the jump rope can help you build your vertical jump, your conditioning, and your general agility, your ability to move quickly in different directions in a moment's notice. With the digital jump rope, it has a counter and a timer, and it also tracks calories. Hit the on button, just leave it alone for a while, it'll turn itself off. When you turn it on, you can hold the button. To reset it, you hold down the on button. Then you hit set, and it'll start to blink, right? It'll blink with the weight, right? The upper left. Can we see that? You can adjust the weight, right? Going up and down. I think it only goes to 110 pounds. You can set the time, or you can set the jumps. So I'm gonna set it for 20 jumps, right? It's in increments of 10, and then it'll beep. Let's check this out. Here we go. Hear that beep? When you reach your goal, it beeps to let you know either the time is up or you reach the number of jumps that you're targeting. Very useful. Or you could just turn it on without setting a particular number, and it'll just count how many jumps you get, which we like to track so we can see how we're improving. What gets measured gets improved. Digital jump rope. Next up are some cool shades. Okay, maybe they're not so cool, but they do a cool thing. These are Dribble Goggles. It prevents your vision down, which is very useful when you're using a basketball. It's not gonna stop you from seeing. You could always tilt your head down, but what it does is encourages you to try to keep your chin up so you don't look down. Beginners getting started, a lot of times look at the ball. After you get a sense of control of it, you don't have to look, but they have a sense of comfort when they look here. The issue is when you're playing, you really want to look here. You want to see what's going on. Maybe you have a teammate that's open at the basket or has a great advantage, or maybe there's trouble coming. You want to know that. To keep your eyes up, the goggles just are a real good reminder. When you work on the ball control, you can start off stationary, but I really like it for taking it on the move. So from here, I'm going to speed dribble out, jump stop, and then come speed dribble back. So one between one. So from here, one between one, come back. So love the goggles. Next up, we have a reaction ball. I call this Mr. Lumpy. It bounces in funny directions. So it helps you to work on tracking the ball and getting it back quickly. So it's agility, reaction, hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness. From a low stance, extend it out from waist level and let it go. And then try to get it back in as few bounces as possible. Oh man, come back here. Man, that thing got away. Here we go. 2, 3. Reaction ball, very challenging and fun. Next up, we have a simple tennis ball. Beauty of a tennis ball to help you with your ball control is that it doesn't always do what you want it to do. So it makes things more game-like when you're trying to control your dribble. And what you got to do is try to track and get it back. Starting off, simple, the most basic drills would be just touch and cross. When you touch it, it might move a little bit, but you want to try to keep it still. Then the next one would be drop, right? Let it bounce twice and get it back. All right, and do that with both hands. Keep the dribble while you do it. More advanced drills would be like toss and cross, right? So we toss and cross, and go between, and go behind. Super advanced, we go toss and front between. All right, so we could really build how we control the basketball. I say I'm not a tennis coach, but I love using a tennis ball. Next up, we have a simple timer. It's one of the most useful things. With the timer, it helps you to equal everything out. Sets in minutes and seconds, and then it has a start and a stop. So when you set it, let's set it for 4 seconds. So I set it for 4 seconds, and then I hit the start, and then 4 seconds later, it's gonna beep multiple times, and then I just tap it, and the beauty of it is resets. The other way it can work is if we hold both of these buttons down, go from 0, now it's just a stopwatch. If I'm doing sprints, just hit the reset and I hold it, run down there and run back. Let's see how long it takes the old man to run down there and run back. Okay, ready? Go. Ooh, ooh. I gotta get in shape. Oh, man. All right, 9 seconds. Yeah, that's kind of slow. Continue to work with this timer. I bet I'll be competitive to try to improve that time. My back's not hurting so much. Now that I have a time, I can set it for 9 seconds and see if I beat that 9 seconds. We also use it with certain types of stretches and different exercises. Do a lot of ball control drills for a minute. Timer is a very useful tool. Glad to have it in the travel kit. Next up, we have the discs. The discs are really useful. We use these in quite a few different ways. Use them as markers to establish a distance that you have to travel across. They don't damage. They kind of just pop back up if you step on them. So see if I jump that far or how far I jump. So now I set that one. See if I can get further than that. Man, I'm really testing myself out. I should have done some workouts before I decided to record this. Okay, here we go. All right. Way to be competitive, build your athletic movement. We also use them with crossovers. I can't forget that. So it's dribble, step, cross, dribble, step, cross, dribble, step, cross, dribble, step, cross. So that's good use of the discs. Next up, we have the gloves. Why do we have gloves? Is it cold outside? It's not for that. We try to use cotton gloves and materials that will be slippery against the basketball, so that when you put the gloves on and you try to dribble the basketball, especially with crosses and combos, it's harder to maintain control of it. The basketball is a little more slippery in your hand. So it helps you work on how you can maintain a greater sense of control when you're dribbling, and it gives you a more difficult time to maintain that control. So when you take the gloves off, then you feel more sensitivity to connect to the ball, almost like your hands are more sticky. You can use that with dribbling, but guess what? We don't even have to dribble. We can use it with ball wraps. Ball wraps is one of my favorite drill series because what happens is you wrap the ball around the body and it helps you get a great sense of how to control the ball around the body, and helps keep things quiet if you can't dribble in your house. Bonus. Last up is the microphone. No, it's not a microphone. It's very compact and small when we start off with it, but when we open it up and stretch it out, it's a long selfie stick that also has legs and a remote. So when you want to record yourself, set it up over here, doing drills over here, do multiple recordings, Bluetooth connect to your device, have the remote near you, use it to start, use it to stop, do your thing while being recorded. I suggest, by the way, if you're recording it near where you're dribbling, drop the height because we wouldn't want your phone to fall. I would do the dribbling from this height. This is the selfie stick tripod.